Japan's special vending machine culture. The first vending machine for goods in Japan sold tobacco and was created by designer Tawaraya Koshichi in 1888. He then created a postage stamp vending machine in 1904, and it's now one of the oldest existing vending machines. In the late 1950s, Japan started making new 100 yen coins. That's about 22 NT dollars today. These made vending machines easier to use because you could buy something with just one coin. Vending machines may even help save lives soon. In June, Akko, a city on Japan's coast, set up 2 special vending machines. Once a dangerous event like a flood, typhoon, or earthquake hits, the machines unlock. The food and drinks inside can be taken for free. The maker of the machines wants to set them up throughout Japan. Also, a vending machine that can send emergency broadcasts about earthquakes was set up in Tokyo this year. Vending machines are both useful and fun. Make sure to check out all the special items in vending machines if you're in Japan.
Hi everyone, welcome back to English for You. I'm Kat.
I'm Elsie.
We are on day 2 of our article on vending machines in Japan. We already talked about how special they can be and what kind of items they sell.
Yeah, so today we'll be talking about the history of vending machines.
That's right, because apparently vending machines first started in Japan and they're still extremely popular today. There are 4 million in the country.
Right.
Yeah. So today we're talking about how did they begin? Let's get straight into it and find out. The first vending machine for goods in Japan sold tobacco and was created by designer Tawaraya Koshichi in 1888. So yeah, it was, what would that be, 130 years ago? 135 years ago? About 100 years before I was born. So it was selling tobacco, but at first we have to know what it was selling. It was goods. Goods are products that people buy for personal use or for use at home. And so basically they're material things that people can buy. And the goods that they were selling in these vending machines was tobacco. So tobacco itself is a plant. It's a plant that has leaves, but then the leaves are used in cigarettes and pipes and things like that, and sometimes people chew it. So when you see people smoking on the street, they're smoking tobacco usually. I mean, there are other things you can smoke, but most people who smoke will smoke tobacco. And there's also chewing tobacco. It's not good for you, but a lot of people still do it, and it's just kind of a habit that a lot of people have. So, of course, there are places that sell it, like these vending machines. So for another example, my dad started smoking tobacco when he was young, and now he finds it hard to quit.
Tobacco 这个名词呢，指的就是烟草或是烟叶。那呢，我们说到日本第一台商品贩卖机贩卖就是烟草。那商品这个字呢，我们用到 goods G-O-O-D 后面横复数要加上 s。那在1888年的时候就有这样的贩卖机了。
Right, so that was the first goods vending machine, and so maybe there were vending machines for other things before that, but nothing for really, people that just normal people to buy. He then created a postage stamp vending machine in 1904, and it's now one of the oldest existing vending machines. It means it's still around, so the postage stamp vending machine, maybe they're still using it, maybe they're not, but it's still somewhere. So what was this one selling? Postage stamps, or just sometimes we call them just stamps. The stamp is the small little piece of sticky paper that goes on your mail to show that you've paid for it, and it usually has a picture on it, and then he'll put a stamp on top of it. So that's a postage stamp, and it would sell them from a vending machine, which is very convenient. And it's still existing today. Let's learn what that means. When something exists, this just means that it is. So like I can say, I exist. I am real. I am in this world, so I exist. So if something is existing, and we use this as an adjective, so saying an existing vending machine, that means this vending machine is still here. It means it's continuing to be. It's continuing to live if it's a living thing. So, like, you might talk about something that's already there instead of thinking about something new that's in the future, and you might use existing to talk about the thing that's already there. So, for another example, you could say, instead of building a new house, we're going to make changes to the existing one.
Existing 这个形容词呢，代表现存的或是现行的。那这个动词原形啊是 exist E-X-I-S-T。那我们说到的 postage stamp 其实就是 stamp 邮票。好，那卖邮票的贩卖机呢，到现在还有是现存最久的贩卖机之一。I don't think there are these kind of vending machines in Taiwan.
No, and I think there should be because postage stamps are still something that people need a lot of, but I mean, maybe, they could have them in the post office or something like that, but I think you just go to the counter and ask somebody to buy them. Anyway, so we have postage stamps vending machines, they had tobacco vending machines, these were some early ones. In the late 1950s, Japan started making new 100 yen coins. That's about $22 or 22 NT dollars today. So 100 yen coins, it's like probably their basic unit of money.
所以就是100块的日币，可是硬币是 coin。所以1950年代晚期，日本开始制造新的100元硬币，那就变得更方便了。
For sure. So I think, 100 yen, if you think of it in like US dollars, because I'm American, so I think in US dollars sometimes, it would be about $1 US. So these made vending machines easier to use because you could buy something with just one coin.
那在那个句子当中呢，我们看到今天的 language in focus， 我们来看一下是什么吧。今天的 language in focus 里头呢，我们要讲到的是这样的一个句型，也就是主词加上 make， 再加上受词以及受词补语的用法。那在这个句型当中呢，这个不完全及物动词 make 它有使得、使成为的意思。那因为是及物动词，所以 make 后面是需要接受词的。那也因为它不完全，所以呢还需要有受词补语对受词加以补充说明，才能够让句意是完整的。那受词补语呢，可以是名词或是形容词，所以在课文里头我们说到，有了新的100元钱币，使得贩卖机的使用更加的便利。那再给同学们一个例句哦 ，For example, the weather makes me depressed. I want to see some sun. 这个天气让我感到心情低落，我想要看到阳光。那还有一个例句是 Katie's parents made her the happiest girl in the world. Katie 的父母让她成为世上最快乐的女孩。那我们看到的就是 made 加上了受词，再加上受词补语，也就是 the happiest girl in the world.
So vending machines can offer a lot of really useful products. Vending machines may even help save lives soon.
哇，拯救生命 really?
Yeah.
How?
Interesting. So in June, Akko, a city on Japan's coast, set up 2 special vending machines. So it's on the coast. The coast is the area by the sea. It's the land along or near a sea or ocean, including the beach and everything nearby. So for an example, you could say, Eva went to the coast so she could enjoy the seaside air and the beach. Because that's what a lot of people like to do. They will go to the coast and they will enjoy the ocean. So we're talking about how they set up these 2 vending machines in Akko. To set up means to make something ready to use. So basically they installed them.
那我们看到的 coast 这个名词是海岸沿海地区，那他们都会在海岸沿海地区设置一些贩卖机。那设置我们用到 set up 这个片语动词，后面再加上那个东西就可以了，或者是 set something up 也是可以的。
Yes. So they set up these 2 vending machines and they're supposed to be able to save lives. How, you ask? Once a dangerous event like a flood, typhoon, or earthquake hits, the machines unlock.
Unlock themselves.
Yeah, they automatically unlock.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is only in the event of like earthquakes, typhoons, and floods. We need to learn what a flood is, so let's check that out now. A flood, or if you're using the verb to flood, means when a large amount of water covers an area of land that's usually dry. So you think about when it rains really heavily and the water gets in the street so high that people can't really drive, or it might go into people's houses, or if a pipe breaks in your house and the floor becomes covered with water, that's called flooding. So floods in Japan might be because the ocean's too high or there's some other kind of problem that causes a lot of water to come into an area that's usually dry, like a town. So for an example, the heavy rain brought floods that made it impossible for people to drive. And this can really be an emergency. It can really make it unsafe for people. We also saw this word unlock. So when the machines unlock, that means they open the lock. So if you have a lock, usually like on a door or on your car or something like that, it makes it so that it can't be opened when you lock it. But when you unlock it, it makes it so it can be opened again.
好，那帮各位同学们整理一下哦。我们首先看到的 flood，F-L-O-O-D， 它的发音要特别小心。flood 代表是洪水、水灾。那洪水啦、台风、地震发生的时候，贩卖机就会自动的打开。打开的动词是 unlock，好，就是开启、开锁。那相反呢，就是 L-O-C-K。lock 的动作，那就是锁住。那不过这个字呢 ，lock 也可以当作名词，代表锁。
So they unlock. So it means they're locked the rest of the time. But when they're unlocked, something special happens. The food and drinks inside can be taken for free.
Wow.
The maker of the machines wants to set them up throughout Japan. So for free. Remember how you said you have to put in a coin to the other vending machines? You don't have to put a coin in this one. Either it's locked and you can't get anything, or it's unlocked in an emergency and you can take anything without paying or giving any money. So that's for free, and it's to help people in emergencies. Now, the person who made this machine wants to set them up throughout Japan. We have these two words, through and out, and we put them together, you get throughout. And it means in or to every part of something. So, like you would say, throughout the town, there are lots of trees. You know, it means there's trees all over town. Or I'm going to give invitations to everybody throughout my neighborhood.
Or throughout the city or throughout the country.
Yeah, throughout anywhere. So another example sentence, there are roses growing all throughout the town.
Throughout 这个是介系词哦，代表的是遍及或者在各处，那你后面加上那个地方就可以了。所以我们说到天然灾害发生的时候，贩卖机就会自动的打开，那人们就可以免费的拿取贩卖机里面的东西。To take something for free， 那就是免费拿取。That is a brilliant idea.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I think it works really well in Japan because crime is very low there. I think there are other countries where it wouldn't work so well. Somebody would break into the vending machine and just take
before
stuff.
anything happens.
Exactly. or one person will take everything and not give it to anybody else. Yeah. So also a vending machine that can send emergency broadcasts about earthquakes was set up in Tokyo this year. Oh, that's important because when earthquakes happen, you want there to be a broadcast to tell you about it. A broadcast is a program, or it's a performance, or it's a speech, or it's just a message on the radio or on television. So, you know, when you hear a broadcast, it's a signal sent out for some reason. So it could be like something that people enjoy, or it could be telling you like, I think yesterday we had an air raid, and so they broadcast to our phones or, you know, on TV and through alarms that we have to stay inside for half an hour. So yeah, a broadcast will send you a message over the radio or over Wi-Fi or something like that. So an example, the news broadcast is telling people to stay indoors because of the typhoon.
Broadcast 这边当名词用哦，代表是广播。那今年在东京啊，也有一个特别的贩卖机被设立。这台贩卖机呢，可以在地震发生的时候播放紧急广播，让民众可以赶快避难。
So There are vending machines that can give people emergency supplies. There are vending machines that can tell people, there's an earthquake, stay down, that sort of thing. So there's all kinds of very useful, very handy vending machines in Japan. Vending machines are both useful and fun. Make sure to check out all the special items in vending machines if you're in Japan.
对啊，到日本的时候一定要 check them out.
Check them out.
Make sure you do this. 那 make sure 就是确保的意思。那我们后面接的就是 make sure you check the vending machines in Japan out.
Right.
也就是去瞧瞧他们。
So you definitely can find a lot of interesting things in vending machines. We talked about some like ramen and pizza, groceries, clothes, things like that.
Or mystery boxes.
Yeah, mystery boxes. So you could make a vending machine for almost anything that's a consumer good, I would say. So our For You chat question today asks about that. Design your own vending machine. What would it sell?
Oh, what would it sell? You know, there are so many convenience stores here in Taiwan,
Yes.
you know,
So many.
it's hard for me to think of one vending machine that I want to have. Probably one that could sell cats stuff.
Oh, I thought you were going to say just cats. I was like,
No,
what?
not cats. Cat stuff.
Cat stuff. Okay. Yeah, that's cute. That's a cute idea.
Right.
So like food for them or like
or
toys.
toys.
That's adorable.
Or litter.
I would use that all the time. Yeah, definitely. I think I would make one that sells books. I know that there are vending machines already that sell books, but I would make it so that you can also return books
Okay.
or like give it used books, and then maybe you can get some credit for it. So it's kind of like a library machine.
Then what kind of books would you want to put them?
I mean, good ones, bestsellers, maybe a few magazines.
Or the ones you like?
I mean, yeah, if it was just a vending machine for me, then I would like to have
Yeah.
the ones that I like.
A cat's collection.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so there are all kinds of vending machines. You could get them to sell just about anything. You guys can think about this question too and decide your own creative ideas. So that's the end of our article on vending machines. We hope you get to go to Japan and check out some of the really cool ones there. But for now, we're going to sign off. So for English for You, I'm Kat.
I'm Elsie.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Vocabulary Review. Tobacco. Smoking tobacco is bad for your health, but many people still do it because it calms them down. Existing. The city will repair the existing roads before starting to build any new ones. Coast. The Coast Guard asked people to stay away from the sea on the typhoon day. Flood. Heavy rain caused a large flood yesterday, which led to water damaging many homes. Throughout. The tea shop has branches throughout Taiwan. You can find them almost everywhere. Broadcast. My grandpa always keeps the radio broadcast on while he goes to sleep.
智慧小补帖。
Postage stamp. Unlock.